Nobody's on, but here we go.
Well, they might be on the YouTube live, so.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of our affiliate, make sure you check out our affiliate wall. Here's what we're gonna do to kick us off. We did have bowl this week, first steps to bowl, so I'd like to give us some time to share a takeaway or an aha from bowl this week. And so if you went on Tuesday, I would love for you to share your takeaway from bowl. Go ahead, Houston.
I thought it was highly interactive, you know, it didn't feel like a lecture. Okay. Where it's like a conversation. Now, obviously, Kristen was like instructing it, but felt a lot more personal than like a class.
Yeah,
So I
and you
appreciate that.
like that, you responded pretty well to that?
I appreciated that.
Okay, content wise, what do you think what stuck out to you?
I would say being willing and able to adapt. The stuff wasn't fundamental, it was kind of going a step further from the fundamental and saying, since we have all these tools, this is how we can apply these and make it better instead of focusing. It's hard to put into words, but I like the way that she took the fundamental practices of real estate and kind of showed us how we can apply them in day-to-day to make them elevate them.
Yeah, I like that. It's good, elevating what's already there. All right, who else? Go ahead, John.
I love that same thing like Houston was saying, that we're diving deep into things instead of all kinds of things. We're diving deep into 10 core things, and getting to have Zoom classes or Zoom meetings with Gary Keller once a week,
Yeah.
Abrams once a week. Yeah,
That's a
Those
big
should
deal.
be in your email too, by the way, and so you have to register for them to get the link, so make sure you go and complete that registration.
and I love it that you have to be there. It's not, they're not recorded or anything, so be there and learn or.
Or don't
Miss
get
out.
the benefit, right?
Exactly.
Okay, Sherry, you had your hand up.
Yeah, I was really not gonna join if it was.
And you've been involved multiple
I've been
times.
involved multiple times and I can't say that it was life changing to me and I'm really looking for something that is more systems. That I can actually apply and social media is good to me. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm good with it but one of the things I really appreciate this time is that we're not gonna be doing the chants, we're not gonna be, you know, well, if you don't come, you know, you're gonna fail the class. I mean, it's just all. I mean, it was, to me, it was like elementary school stuff,
Sure.
you know, and I'm just not into that, but some people it does motivate it to me, but so I'm looking forward to seeing the big difference.
Yeah.
You don't fail this time. That was the one thing the first time that I was
Well-
intimidating to me. It's like,
I don't think you fail, but obviously there's an expectation that you
Yeah.
show up, right?
Well, showing up's one thing, but doing all the
All the
activities
homework.
and the homework and, you know, making sure that you.
100
it
conversations
didn't
and all
feel
that.
the first time that I went. That's why I quit the first time, because it did feel like
You felt.
if I
pressure.
didn't do the team and I didn't,
That you were waiting.
that I would, yeah, that I would fail out. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna do that to the team. So, okay, good. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Who else? Shannon, you were in the room, what you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think to echo a lot of what everybody's already said, you know, it's a complete new rewrite and it's written for where we're at right now in the industry that we're in, so. You know, to Sherry's point, like implementing things with social media, like in the past, it's never really been a big focus, but they're literally spending a block of time every step on how to use social media to grow your business. It's not saying that you only have to use it, but taking the content and the principles like Houston said and going a step further on how to very simply generate leads out of those activities. So I like the vibe of the rewrite, and I think every bit of it is useful regardless of what phase of your career you're into.
No, I think that's true. Yeah, so a couple things for me. One of the quotes that really stuck out, I think, to me, but also our leadership team was, when we're born, we look like our parents. When we die, we look like our choices. Right, there was a certain weight to that I think is important, gives us ownership of our life, gives us ownership of our choices that we make. And I think the thing with that quote is it resonates with a lot of people because, you know, we're it's a big deal. And a lot of us are parents now. And so I think it hits at a deeper level, right? But I love that it gives us ownership. I think that's a big thing when you're making big decisions and you're building a life by design, having ownership in your decisions and your actions is a big deal. I think one of the other pieces that I appreciate is Kristen is an agent. She's an active agent going through what you're going through with the changes, has a team, you know, it's different than some role coaches who aren't actively selling, right? I think that is very, she's gonna give you real life examples of what's going on in her business and in the market. And so what I can also promise you is stuff that happens in Florida, Texas, New York, California now, just give it 6 months to a year and we'll see it, right?
I say 6 to 12 years.
Well, sometimes that is accurate. Go ahead, Lexi.
I like how they simplified the social media part of it, like everybody did it. And I don't think anybody was like, oh man, that was hard, like maybe you were like, oh man, what do I post, like there's like all these things. But it was so easy for everybody, and even 2 days later, I've seen from a couple people on my social media. Each day since then, they've used that same thing to do a social media post and they're getting interactions from it. And so just simplify that in a way that I don't think a lot of people had thought about it in, and they're using it
How
already.
do we build some engagement?
Yeah.
Right, so I think the other piece that I noticed on the day was we went through and everybody made a social media post around 10:30, 11 o'clock. Right, and we did that and you saw it happen, and as those posts were made, those agents got engagement. And so for the next 2 hours, they were getting engagement on those posts, and then when it came time to do the little competition in the room, some confidence was built up in asking the question for the referral, right? And what was cool is we have a new agent who made 12 calls that she'd been avoiding, and now is picking up a $2 million listing. So think about the power of that. So came in, did first steps, made a social media post, had motivation then to make some calls, picked up a $2 million listing for making those 12 calls. If I told you you can make 12 to 15 calls and pick up a big listing, would you do it? Yeah, probably. Yeah, so get out of your own way, right? And I thought that was a big piece. One of the extra things that some folks have hit on, you get this access to these people. Straight to Gary Keller, he's gonna be teaching on the 18th, 25th, 1st, 8th, and 15th on Fridays at 2. Honestly, I pay $800 just for those 8 Zooms, or those Zooms, right? Then you got Jason Abrams, head of industry and learning, on Mondays. And then, you know, Jeannie Osnes, who runs the coaching skills camp that I went to last month in terms of coaching. She's one of the most pivotal coaches in our company. She's leading some calls. And then Cody Gibson, I'm sure you all are aware of, he's the head of Max Coaching now. And he's also going to be talking about mindset habits and living a bold life. All of this stuff is available to anyone who's doing both, right? And this is what it looks like. We're wrapping up, I think perfect timing, right before Pi Day, right before Thanksgiving. I'm pretty pumped about that, so we break for next Tuesday, and we're back in step 2 on the 22nd, okay? See Hallie and Alexis if you want to sign up for full role if you haven't done that. We got some birthdays. Todd Smith, your OP, birthday's today. So make sure you reach out. You won't see her in the Market Center, she's in Mexico. Celebrating. What?
She just landed.
Yeah, so we got birthdays coming up, Krista, Danielle, Trisha, a birthday 1 week from today.
Trisha,
Let's go.
27, the big 27.
So I remember 27. 27 was a good year. for me.
That's right.
You know what though, 27 was the year where I was like, I'm getting older. Like 27, I'm like, okay, so I'm not 25 anymore. I'm a full-on adult, right?
And sorry, I can't remember that.
I didn't remember it until I went to Urban Outfitters and we were with Kristen for dinner the other night. I was like, oh, I'm old.
You're not even 30.
Yeah, but when I was in Urban Outfitters, I realized I wasn't 27.
Okay. And we got more birthdays coming up, so make sure if you see these people, Brian will see later today, he'll be teaching commercial class, make sure you tell him happy birthday. All right, we're gonna do bucket bills, and then we're gonna hop into some things that I'm passionate about talking about. So I know we got a smaller number today, I'm not moving on until I get 3.
I'll start with just a bucket fill for everybody in line with Bold that showed up and participated. Now I think it's such a great way to grow just sheer activities alone, but just the confidence to go do those things. So anybody that attended First Steps, I'd fill their bucket.
Great job, y'all. All right, need 2 more. Go ahead, Tricia.
Rosemary, it's been amazing this week. She took 2 files over for me at the TC and one of them was trying to go sideways and she got them back in line, people and things, and I am so grateful that she just handled things and I didn't have to.
Well, that's nice.
Thanks.
Shout out to Rosemary. Who else had their hand raised?
My son.
Huh? You had your hand raised?
Yeah.
Bucket fill my mom, she's great.
And now you're on that $9.
Alexis, do you have your hand raised? Okay.
Phil Dawkins, but it wasn't me here. This morning, he was talking about this fold and how awesome and what he took away from it was, and I was like, you want to make a Facebook or a social media post with me? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I love this. This is so fun. Yes, let's do it. So, thank you, John.
John got on camera?
He's going to do
Oh, so not yet. So we did get on camera, we just haven't posted it yet. I'm looking forward to it. Shout out to
It's
him.
coming soon. Yeah, we filled out the document.
Okay.
Shout out to her. She, I've several times messaged her that I needed something and she's like responded very quickly.
Yeah.
I will try my best. If I'm not perfect, just shoot me a text. I did want to shoot you. I mean, but I'll get there.
I'm gonna do a shout out to 2 people.
Okay.
One, Marcus Cross for bringing in all of his paperwork the day after his closing.
That's huge.
I mean, it's,
That's a big step.
I mean, it's a really big step.
Actually, I won't play on that. Go ahead.
Okay, I mean, I'm just very proud of him and all of his paperwork was turned in.
Yeah.
So, yay. And then, number 2, thank you, Houston, for doing that, video with me. I appreciate it.
You got a little salsa video.
I know.
It's so cute.
Yeah. All right, anything else? Any other bucket fills? Go ahead, Alexa.
One more, Rosemary. She has really honestly, as far as like her TC business, she's come and asked me a whole lot of questions. She's engaged. So I just kind of want to fill her bucket and always constantly educating herself. So
Yeah,
that's pretty big.
it's huge. It's a big deal. All right, teaching moment with me. So here's what we're gonna walk through, right? This month, you will see on the training calendar, I'm gonna have Alexis pass these out. Here's this one. This is important, right? So we've got 2 opportunities for business planning planning. Jimmy Smith, who's a $60 million producer out of Louisville, will be coming to teach it on the 17th. So 1 week from today. And then we've got Shannon Seelig, who is an international coach coming in person, teaching it on October 31st. So you have 2 opportunities to do business planning clinic. And here's why this is important. Okay. This right here, if you're not tracking these things, you need to be thinking about these. You need to be tracking these. If we don't know our numbers, we don't know our conversion rate, we don't know how many calls to make to get to our goals, right? So this is important, and you're getting a handout, and this is homework. If you haven't already done this, at least start thinking about it, right? This is important as we go into 2025, but this also might allow you to take a look at your 2024 and see where your business snapshot is, right? So appointment total for 2024, estimated taken goal, taken listings, right? Estimated closed units, what GCI and income you've earned, right? And then you're gonna write down all your listing appointments, the listings you took, and the listings sold. Guess what? You might have 20 listing appointments. Are your listings taken gonna equal your listing appointments?
No,
Probably not, right? It might be close. Are your listings taken going to equal your listings sold? Probably not, but it might be close depending on your skill set, your mindset, and how you're marketing and showing up as a professional. Same on the buyer side. Here's what I'm going to tell you. The reason why you're hearing this from me today, right now, in the teaching moment, is if you're not doing this, you're already behind. If you're not thinking this way about your business, you're hustling. And I appreciate anyone that hustles, but you're not running a business. We want to run businesses. And honestly, as a market center, I want to partner with agents who want to run a business and not just hustle. Because no, you know what hustling gets you? Burnout. Makes you tired. You don't have leverage. You don't get the time, money, or opportunity you want because you're not thinking about your business this way.
You either run the business or it runs you.
That's right, John. You want to teach? Yeah, you nailed it.
I was just throwing that in there. I was being sorry. Okay, all right.
You know it. Talking from experience. Here's the other thing I want you to think about. The reason why this matters. We talk a lot about lead generation, or as Kristen might call it, relationship building. Right? So what is your source? What is your number one source for your real estate business? All of us who are actively selling probably have one. That is our bread and butter. Maybe it's our sphere of influence. Right? Maybe it is allied resources, our vendor partners. I don't know. But what I'm going to tell you right now, you can't just have one lead source. The market isn't allowing you to stay actively selling if you only have one resource. You got all of these ideas right here, source of past clients, my sphere of influence, my geo farm, right? Are you farming? Just listed, just sold. What are you getting off your current and active business, right? What are you getting from your allied resources? What about agent to agent? We had a little agent reach out to us today. Right? We have 4 market centers in our circle, right? Past client referrals, relocation. Anybody partnered with a relocation company? Here's another question I have. Anybody know the top industries that tend to hire a lot in Central Kentucky? You done that research?
No.
Okay, maybe we should. And here's why. You know who I know a top agent. I'm not going to tell you who they are, but they got a relationship with one of the hospitals locally. And you know who has a lot of transient and people who move, who hire people from out of state and bring in? Hospitals, right? And so they're a trusted agent for one of our hospitals locally, and they get relocation clients. Who are you talking to? Relocation wise, staff referrals, sign calls. What are sign calls? Just it's obvious, but maybe we're overthinking it. When you put a sign in the yard and your number's on it. When you get a phone call, are you asking where they got your information? It's a very simple question to track your sources. And then advertising, right? And then we're going to talk about how many numbers of transactions we're getting from these sources. Cost of securing business. Here's something I forget who it was. Maybe it was Harold or the chief, or maybe it was somebody else. I don't remember today, but I was talking about the importance of spending to get business. You have a budget to secure business. The top producing agents have a cost of securing business, and it's tied to their sources. If you're not spending any money to secure business, that's okay. But here's what I'm going to tell you. You want to ramp up your return on investment, you want to ramp up your business, you're going to have to spend a little bit of money. Now, obviously, you want a 10 to 1 return. So for every $1,000 you make, what are you going to spend? $100, right? So income earned, and then your net income is B minus A equals C. And if you're tracking that for every resource, what are you going to know? What's working? Where you should spend more money? Where you should spend less money? Do you think if you've got costs of securing business juiced up here on allied resources, but you not made any money, think you should reallocate where you're spending? Probably. Right? So what I'm gonna tell you is if you're not tracking this, if you're not inspecting this at a high level. You're not gonna see the results you want, you're not gonna get the ROI you want, right? And then here's the other thing, these are other sources. Website, direct mail, social media, open houses, if you have an ISA or an OSA. Or anything else, we're tracking what's happening on the websites. Everybody has a website, right? Whether you use your KW one or not, can you check the engagement on it? Can you check the traffic? Direct mail. You wanna know one of my favorite things about real estate? Everything that worked in real estate 50 years ago works today. Door knock neighborhood. Have an open house. Send a mailer. You know what cracks me up? I'm not kidding you. 3 or 4 times a week, I get a postcard in my mailbox from a wholesaler. You know what I'm gonna tell you right now, this might get you to feel some pain. They're out prospecting you. They're out prospecting you. They're undercutting you, they're getting listings. And guess what? Here's the other piece to the wholesaler. You might have a problem listing that's set on the market for a year. Have you talked to any of these people on buying that listing you've got? Right? We could either be mad at them or we could use them for motivation or to help sell some problem listings. I talked to an agent the other day who had a property on the market for about 9 months and the only willing buyer was a wholesaler. But guess what? They got their client what they wanted. So are we utilizing direct mail? Are we taking advantage of the things that are available to us? The things that worked in real estate 50 years ago work today. All right, here's the other piece I want you guys to think about, and this is your homework. And this might not even be something you've been tracking at a high level. I know some people have CRMs that track this for them, and that's great. And if you don't have one, guess what? Command can also do some of this good stuff. So you're going to want to look at the number of contacts in your database. You're going to want to look at the number of agents in your agent referral network. You're going to look at the number of vendors you have on your vendor list. And if you haven't started creating a vendor list, here's your cue to start one. Right? Number of calls made to your database in 2024. Number of touches. Calls and touches aren't the same thing, right? What's a touch?
Email, postcard,
Popeye, client event, all that kind of stuff. Number of calls to your allied resources, number of meetings with your allied resources, and then number of contacts with your referral network. I talked to so many agents who had no agents in their referral network. And you know what that means? They don't have a reputation in the community. Right? All right. That's all I got for you. You've got it handed out. Make sure you refer to it. If you're not tracking these things, you need to track it. If you need another copy of this, I can get you one. Today, you don't want to miss it at 1:30. This rarely happens. So, like I said before, Allie has performed a miracle in getting these 2 gentlemen in the market center to teach you about commercial real estate.
Bucket Bill.
Yeah. It's a big deal. I think Eli's taught 1 class in the last 2 years. Guess what? He's teaching another. It's a big deal.
He was so excited, he even offered to bring lunch, and then I had to break it to him that we already had lunch, but he was willing, and that's.
Yeah.
He can bring me lunch anytime.
And here's the other thing. Eli is a great commercial agent, so is Brian. Little known fact about Brian, he is a commercial appraiser. Got a commercial deal, got a commercial property, want to know the value, give Brian a call. They're part of your team. You need to be at this today. If you have time, don't have a showing, don't have anything else, come here, the experts talk about this. All right, next week in the market center, on Monday, we got agent financials with Tristan. At 1 p.m., we got writing contracts at noon. Okay, that will be Bo, Donna, or Jesse. I don't know if we've nailed down Bo's schedule, so we need to take a look at that. Tuesday, we got Bo, Wednesday. Hallie, our very own Director of First Impressions, is going to be teaching utilizing social media for your business. Right? You're gonna have some of that on Tuesday, and Hallie's gonna juice it up on Wednesday. Next Thursday, we also have a team meeting, going from good to great in all areas of your life and business. I will be talking about lessons and content around Jim Collins' book, From Good to Great. If you haven't read that book, it's a phenomenal book. Talks about not being complacent with things that are good. Right? The enemy of good or the enemy of great is what? Being good. Right? All right, then right after that at 1:30, Jimmy Smith is doing a business planning clinic, and we're thrilled about that. Don't have any class on Saturday, so good time.
KW Commonwealth, Jimmy Smith here, I'm looking forward to the Market Center, the Market Center, and I'm coming on October 17th, the Chief Business Planning Clinic. It's that time of year where we got to start picking off the 21 and going on the 25 and to really get started in what the business going to look like in 2025. The team meeting October 17th, we're going to get the principles of business planning, and you're going to walk away with a one-page business plan to guide you through 2025. Can't wait to get with you.
There you go. I was not ready for that. It's not gonna change the slide. Yeah, I'm gonna let Jimmy eat, okay?
Get that.
All right. Shout out to Houston for being a great model and a great son. Here's what I'm gonna tell you about this. We blitz you all every day with real estate, real estate, real estate, real estate. Give yourself a break, come in, let loose, have fun. I know it's like the office, but it's not gonna feel like the office. Every now and then we need a break. So come in and hang out with us on Salsa Night. We won't be talking real estate. We're just gonna be having fun.
Get a babysitter, bring your wife, make it a date.
Yeah, bring your favorite dance partner, okay? It's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be, something we probably do more of, okay? So register for that, commit to doing that. I think it's something that, I'll be here. I'm excited about it. I'm not the best dancer, but guess what? My wife will appreciate it. All right, we have career night, coming up, which you don't see, you see Lexi's beautiful face, but guess what? I'll also be making an appearance there, so invite anybody who you've referred to school to be here on that career night, okay? This is important. It gives them all the details on what it's like to get your license, and they're gonna get a Kramer session on testing. Go ahead, Lex.
This is officially, I know we've been teasing it, this is officially the last month that we will be able to register anybody for Kaplan. We are not promoting it, we are not talking about it, but if you have in the past had a conversation with somebody about Kaplan, maybe they did Kaplan a year ago but didn't finish it, anything along those lines, those conversations need to happen now so that we can get them re-registered for Kaplan before I cannot do it anymore.
Yeah.
You come to me this time next month, I will not be able to help you. So please, 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 if you've had any of those conversations and it's been dependent on them doing the free course, get them to the career night now.
Yeah, this is the last month you can sign up for preschool.
Yes.
Right, all right, we got holiday coming up. It is on November 26th. Don't be scared. Thanksgiving is not on the 25th this year, right? It's on the 28th. So we're having Thanksgiving on the 28th. Holiday will be here in the Market Center on the 26th at 1 p.m. Making an event. Okay, I think the forms and everything go live
Now.
now.
So if you scan that link, you're gonna be sent to a Google Doc that has all the instructions for Pi Day, so all the information you need. And a link to the Google form, which is where you'll place your orders. You can resubmit them all the time as you get new orders in. In that doc, there's also an email like template
So Tristan made that, it's easy for you all, say you don't have the time to sit down and create this custom message for your clients or anything. You can copy and paste that into an email, change out whatever you like in it, if you only wanna offer certain pies, you can change that in there. But we made it pretty simple for everybody.
Yeah, if you only wanna offer pumpkin, that's all good. Don't.
Make sure you say that.
But, yeah, pecan and apple or a little juiced up. Maybe say that for your VIP pie day. Yeah, no kidding. You don't wanna miss this. This is a client event that we put on for you. Use your affiliate partners. There are partners who will pay for the pies. They will only request that you put their branding and the sticker on the pie right beside yours, right?
If you're willing to help us load and unload pies on the 26th, we would love your help.
Yeah, good call. Come on up.
I'm gonna make this quick. Just gonna do a reminder that for every order, we just started this,
New giveaway, so every month for every order that we receive, we will put your name in a hat to win a monthly gift basket. You can use it towards closing gifts, yourself, a gift for others. So whenever I remind you that, it'll be a different theme, obviously, every month. And Trifecta also has an announcement. We are going to lower the price of settlement fees $100. So this is, huge for your clients that are having, a struggle making that extra $5.95 or less, but now it's going to be $100. So that's for both the buyer and the seller. So
Big deal.
that's a good incentive
So-
for your buyers.
Trifecta lowering some fees, also look out for the monthly giveaway, okay?
Yep.
And if you have any questions, please seek out Anne Marie.
Yes.
She's in the office Monday through Friday.
Well, I will be doing marketing now
Oh.
too, so I'm gonna be out of the office.
That's
So
okay.
if you need to reach me, call me on my cell phone. If you don't have it, I'll give it to you.
Perfect. All right, if you have any questions about growth, I'm your guy. Any questions about money? Alexis is your gal. Anything about social media or the training calendar? Look no further than Howling. Anything around command and new licensees? Lexi's your lady. And anything legal or broker related, make sure you give Bo a call, all right? And here's the other thing I'm gonna tell you. If you can't reach Bo, call me. All right? So here's what I'm gonna say. These are your people. Use your leadership team. We are your leverage. If you have questions, need anything, let us know. Get on my calendar if you want to chat. I have time for anybody who's on my calendar. It's a little tougher for me to have the God minutes or, hey, you have 2 seconds. Because generally my schedule's pretty booked, okay? I have time for everybody and I definitely want them on my calendar, right? All right, anybody got any new inventory? What do we got out there? Let's see. What Catalyst got?
Got a 32 ranch in Georgetown, in Harmony Ridge. Bear with me 1 second, I'll come back on the price for it. I've got a 2-year-old home in Home Place at 1276 Angus Trail.
1276, Angus.
Yeah,
And this is the home place?
yeah, it's basically new construction. At Harmony Ridge is 259 Harmony Ridge. And it will go.
And you said it's a ranch?
Yeah, ranch, it'll go up to 275. Just about everything's updated on it. Just listed a townhome in Lexington, it's a 2-bed, 1.5 bath. That's 1310 Greyhawk. Just about everything's been updated on it. We've got one, it's not brand new, but it's down right next to Baptist Health. That is 114 Johnston. That one's underpriced, and that's per me, not the seller. Got another one over here in Andover, 3117, all 4 play.
3117?
Yeah, all 4 play.
How do you spell that?
ALTHORP. That one's at 660. There's a little wiggle room there, but it's a nice house. Private space. 4-bed, 2.5 bath, partially finished basement, gorgeous backyard.
What were the specs on Johnston?
Johnston's, what, 4 beds? 3 beds? 3 beds, 1 bath.
Third story bonus area.
Yeah, 1.5 bath with a 3rd story loft.
What's the price?
475.
Underpriced.
What's the address on that one in Georgetown?
That one is 259 Harmony Ridge.
It's a good price point for a ranch. Townhome, what was specs, 3-bed, 2-bed?
2-bed, 1.5 bath,
2-bed.
40502. Got a new one going up on Kennesaw, it's a ranch. It's priced at 240. It is 3 beds. 1 full bath. Right at 1,100 square feet, it's all been updated. Okay. And then I got 10 new construction townhomes in Georgetown. They're all at various points of construction, but they're the nicest townhomes Georgetown's ever seen. Low 300s. All brick and hardy.
Where they at?
Falls Creek subdivision. And then you can just do a blanket for single families, but I've got probably 34 lots left that I can build anywhere from 350 and up, custom construction.
In Georgetown, right?
Yeah, that's in Fox Run.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right,
I've got a commercial piece of property,
okay,
11 acres. Utilities are there already. It is around a lot of other commercial properties.
okay,
1.5 miles to the 4-lane. Less than a mile to the lake. Recreation, go a project 625,
what's the lake?
Hazel Lake. Address is West Liberty Road, Staffordsville, Kentucky. Johnson County. Looking for jobs. It'd be great to have a commercial property come in there, have a industrial company come in there and bring 120 jobs.
All right, anything else? You have anything?
I still am waiting for them to get the house renovated on that 1455 Urban Road.
Okay.
But I've got the land listed. It needs to be bush hogged, but they can't afford, don't want to put any more money.
Where's that at?
1455 Urban Road, Winchester. But it's over 40 acres if you include the 5 acres with the house,
40 acres.
with house.
Did you say brick?
No, it's vinyl sided, but it's got a metal roof on it. It's a nice piece of property. If it was cleared off.
Okay.
Location's excellent.
All right, anything else? Tricia?
Lake House on Harrington, 706 Hunter Drive, waterfront. It is gorgeous for the next 2 weeks with the foliage, the foliage.
Yeah. Hey, what was the price?
740.
It's got steep access to the lake.
It doesn't have direct access. You could build out stairs down. He just never did. But it is waterfront and he's got another 1 acre next door that we have not the adjoining property we have not listed. But will be or will be there. That's the price.
I did wanna, had it for a while. It was under contract and it came back on the market, but it's a double wide mobile home on an acre in Urban. And, it is right now reduced to 107. They want an offer, they want it gone. And it's a pretty really, I mean, it's an older mobile home.
It's in urban Kentucky.
Yeah, it's in really good shape. It's, shoot, it's on it in Winchester Road. I can't think of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 30 acres at, this, Hunter's Paradise, really, it's, it is rural, obviously. And, just like to get, it is coming back on the market.
Where's it at?
It's in Flat Gap, Kentucky.
What?
Right.
I'm sorry,
Flat Gap,
Flat Gap.
yes,
You have to be there.
yeah, it's a low.
Yeah, not in Winchester Road, I'm sorry, was the address.
All right. All right, you got a lot of inventory, make sure you take a picture of this, we'll try to get this on, Facebook. On what's available out there, make sure you all put deals together. It's nice having deals in-house. All right, that's all I got for you. I know you're getting a little bit of your time back, 10 minutes, be back here at 1:30 for the commercial class. Say hi to our Red Roof friends. Other than that, we'll see you.
Thank you, Joseph.
Where are you at? You fly out?
6 a.m.
Got that early flight.